Download this at your own risk. Please do ask any questions you have. Much love to you. I'll be in the Discord answering every question. Bye. All right. So when you're jumping into the app for the first time, you're going to see this risk control setup here. These settings apply immediately. Positions outside your risk controls will be closed when you click start. So be careful with this. Look at your account right now. Hopefully you're using a new fresh account just for safety purposes. But if you're not, make sure that all your positions are closed. This will probably overtake it. It's how it's built. So I always recommend a fresh account. But anyways, these are risk controls. Let me talk about them a bit and then show you the section. So every time you restart the app, this is the first thing you see. And I think I put that there because it's your most important thing, right? Risk, controlling risk. So you can see I'm actually not even controlling my stop loss here. I have a 50% stop loss and take profit. Now, a responsible trader, you all have to decide on your strategy. But whatever your strategy is, you could say 20, 60, whatever it may be. But this is, I can't give strategies or ideas. I can just give you the tools. Stop loss, take profit, that can be across your account. And every time you're in a position, it will always look at that. Max leverage here. Now, a responsible trader, I would probably put this at 10 max leverage. And if I went higher than that, then it would take me out. Max margin, this is probably my favorite. These two are my favorite two features of risk control because, you see my stop loss is 50%. So that's pretty much liquidation on Hyperliquid because they start liquidating you at 50%. So I'm not really controlling my risk here with the stop loss and take profit, but that's my approach. I don't know your approach, nor can I say my approach is good. I'm controlling risk with my max margin and daily stop loss, daily max loss. So this is how much percentage down my total account has gone in the day. If it ever goes down 3%, I'm done trading for the whole day and it takes me out. And then the max margin, if it ever sees a position get over the 10%, so in this case, if there's $100,000 in the account, 10%, it won't allow you to get in a margin position over 10,000. Now, I said these are my favorite because one of my problems as a hand trader in the past is staring at the chart all day, getting in a losing position, just adding. And then all of a sudden you're like in a huge position only to watch it for another 12 hours to get liquidated. So my thought premise is, hey, every piece of data I've seen over the last 5 years with back testing and forward testing and building in production shows me it's not about one trade. So if I ever go ahead and try to trade, go all in, it just takes me out. It just adjusts my position. And I really like how this has been working. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Essentially, a couple times I've gone over on my position and like say it went to 12,000 and it trimmed it down to 10,000. Still let me in the position, but trimmed it down. And as a hand trader, it's just so easy to keep doubling down. But I've never seen a trading bot that is just one trade that made everything. It just doesn't work that way. It's about 1,000 trades. And if I'm going to trade by hand, which I don't really believe it, just is what it is. Everybody's doing that. So I'm trying to fix this problem. I'm definitely going to control my risk. And I'm going to try to emulate what I know a working bot system would be. It would be thousands of trades over time with patience. So for me to live for 1,000 trades, I have to control my max margin and my max daily loss. Now, another feature I absolutely love is this trading hours. I can't manually enter by hand. The app doesn't allow you outside of your trading hours. So you can pick your trading hours, an 8-hour window. And it doesn't let you enter by hand in that 8-hour window. Now you'll see later the ways to enter. You can enter by scheduling around liquidations. You can enter that way, so you can still schedule if you're just really fiending to trade. But that scheduled trade, ideally, would be better than just smashing the market order. And it's provably better than smashing the market order every time because Quant app only lets you enter at limit. Anyways, this is what you see when you set up the risk control or when you open the app, because risk is the number one thing. Start monitoring. Great. So I do have an active position here, and you can see under risk control, we have this section that you can see the same things and change them however you'd like to be. So the take profit, stop loss, you saw all that on the intro, but this is where you also access those risks and you can change them. But something neat is you can't over change them, and you can't change them while in position. So I can't sit here and be like, oh, I want to keep trading, but I've hit my max margin. I want to increase it. For me, I would just override things like that. So I'm just building these things in to help me put kind of bumpers onto my trading. If I am going to approach these markets like everybody else is doing with the 40x leverage, I'm going to use bumpers. So I love this within hours. I love these features here. And then I added this recently, always on top. You can turn it off if you'd like, but when it's off, you can kind of hide behind it. And when it's on, it never gets hidden.